Alright, here we are at Old Town Kissimmee on Christmas Eve, but it appears that the cold weather has put a damper on the car count tonight. There's probably at least maybe 12 cars or so, 12 to 15 cars. But still gonna have a good time and check everything out and see what's going on tonight here at Old Town Kissimmee. Here's the first car we're gonna look at today. This is a 1964 and a half Mustang, first year of the Mustang. This is a straight six car. It actually won 2022 Old Town Car of the Year, which is that trophy right there in the air cleaner. Very nice car. Black interior, which automatic transmission, does have vintage air AC. You can see right there with those vents. I don't know what you call this color. It's kind of like a butternut yellow, I guess, or a canary yellow. I don't know what the official Ford color is for that. But it's a very nice example of a 64 and a half Mustang. Very nice silver 1972 El Camino. Looks like with a small block in it. It does have AC, which is very nice. You don't see that a lot. With a gray interior, more updated, something like out of the 90s. Very nice driver quality car with the Krager SS mags on it. Not too bad. Here's a very nice example of a 1963 Ford Galaxy 500, which the 500 name is usually the higher end of the Galaxy line. This is a convertible, kind of like a medium blue, almost not quite like Acapulco blue. It also has a blue interior with a white convertible top. Very nice combination of very nice color combination of what was on this car. And it does have, according to the badge, the 390, but as you know with badges, you can't always believe what you see unless you pop the hood. But it looks very well restored and taken care of. Now this is a probably late 70s or early 80s Honda Civic. This is what they first looked like when they first came to America back in the late 70s, early 80s. Of course, we were going through a oil crisis at the time. These small Japanese cars were taking over the market, and Honda was one of the top leaders in that market. Same with Toyota and Datsun at the time. You don't really see a lot of these older Honda Civics, but they're coming out of the woodwork and getting restored and being appreciated by the younger tuner market that's out there, which is pretty cool to see. To me, this is like a peak GTO model year, 1967 GTO. It does not have the tri-power on it, but it looks like a small block Pontiac engine in there. But it's very well done. I love this medium blue color, especially on like these GTOs and Impalas. They really show off the body lines. It just goes really well with the white interior and the white top. Of course, the wood grain dash. Very well done. And it is a 4-speed car as well. Very cool. And it does have AC. It's a 1955 Plymouth Savoy two-door sedan, fully restored back to what it was, brand new. And this does have a Plymouth flathead. Normally you should like flatheads with Ford. There's a Plymouth flathead right there. All black with a red interior. Very well done. Very nice. Black cars are hard to paint, and once you get it looking good, it really shows off because it shows all the mistakes. And this guy did a really good job of restoring this car. So here's the Plymouth flathead. Very cool. I can't tell you when was the last time I saw one of these. Maybe Turkey Ride Run, but it's pretty cool. It's a 1968 Mustang Coupe. Has a small block Ford in it. Probably a 289 or a 302. It's an automatic car, it looks like. Of course, with the yellows, you usually see the yellow Mustangs. You usually think of 302 Boss Mustangs, but this is a coupe from 1967-68. Very cool. Of course, this is my car, 1972 GMC 1500. If you want me to, I will make a video about this, about the full restoration. Me and Dad did about 7 years worth on this truck, and you will take a video ride with us later on tonight, so stay tuned. 8:30 is the cruise night, and I'll put a GoPro on there and take you for a ride on the cruise, so stay tuned. This is a very nice example of a 1972 Monte Carlo. Small block, cream color with a white interior. You couldn't ask for a better car as a classic car, especially nowadays. These are pretty cheap cars to get in the muscle car market for the early 70s. I mean, for a non-small block car of a Monte Carlo, you can actually get these for like under 25 grand still. But even sometimes under 20, if you can get, if the right person's selling it, and it's not too bad. But those days are getting numbered. But still, these are pretty a nice budget muscle car for the muscle car era, if you want to get onto it. I do think these are going to go up in the future for sure. But 1970, if you were looking at a car you didn't know, if you're looking at a Monte Carlo you weren't sure what the year is, for the first generations, 1970, 1971, 1972 Monte Carlo, here are the differences that you need to look for. If you're looking at 1970, the parking light would be right here in the bumper, and it'd be a circular one. If you're looking at 1971, it'd be a rectangle parking light in the bumper. If you're looking at 1972, like this one, it'd be right here in the grill, which is the only year they did that. So that's your differences between Monte Carlo years for the first generation. And of course, 1973, they changed the whole body altogether. But you can't get these in a big block car. You can't get these in a small block with a manual transmission and all the good stuff that you got in the muscle car era. But these are just really cool cars that are not really they're really unappreciated for what they are. Because they're more kind of a luxury car, but you still have the muscle car power. Now, last but not least, here is a 1970 AMC AMX. If you wanted a two-seater sports car back in the day, late 60s, early 70s, you only had two options. You only had an AMC AMX or you had a Corvette. They basically look like an AMC Javelin on the outside, but the wheelbase was a lot shorter compared to the Javelin because you had no back seat. Like I said, it's a two-seater sports car. So, and you also had these wild colors back in the 70s, just like Mopar did. But I don't know the color offhand for the AMC cars, but they're just good to look at. They're an awesome option. They're a great alternative to like a Corvette or a Camaro or a Mustang, because you don't see a lot of these, and there's really like a diehard group of AMC fans out there, and it's just very unique cars. You don't see a lot of them every day or at a lot of car shows. I think this one has these would be a 290 or a 290, a 390, or a 402, but I think that came later, like in 70, 71, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. That's a very nice example of a AMC AMX 1970.